finances is definitely an interesting thing, especially when you come from a background where you're not as educated in finances and understand the tool that it will provide for you to have. I think that this is a moment in our lives where obedience is probably needed the most, because money has a way of really just showing you more of yourself that you thought you had.
That's true.
And so we have to understand, when we are starting to elevate and when we are starting to do things a little bit differently, we have to manage our lives as an LLC. Everybody know what an LLC is, right? Those are one of the things that you will use if you want to incorporate your business. Sure. However, I want to use the acronyms a little bit differently, and I want to actually start with the first two in which you would use in LLC. Number one is the limited part of the LLC. You are a limited person. You have to understand what to limit your access to and what has access to you as well. And the reason why this is so important is because money gives you the ability to have more options. That's all it does. It just gives you the ability to have more options. That's why you have to limit what you have access to, because the enemy can easily trick you into marrying something that is toxic. And so you are a limited source. Now I want to go to the other L, is that you are also a liability as well. There are things, people that are depending on your decisions. Even if it's family, even if it's a brother, even if it's your wife, they are literally depending on your decisions. And if you don't make the correct decisions in discipline and in obedience, not only you will fall, but now your generation will be sitting into a man cave. And when that person asks if your parents taught you about money, your generation will then have to raise their hands. So because it stops with you, you have to take ownership that the knowledge that is available to me now, I have to steward the knowledge that I give to my next generation. And so if you don't understand that you are a commodity, you won't really know how to grow it, how to really practice it, and really leverage it so that it can then return something greater unto you. So that's how I look at it as well.
What he just did, it's an art. Is simplifying something that we all have heard, but we don't know how to inwardly connect to it. You don't see yourself as an entity. You don't. You see yourself as somebody's husband, father, brother, son, neighbor.
A victim, I like that.
Victim, there we go. But you don't see yourself in that I am in charge of this entity.